Anthony, you've had a great record in this competition, got yourself a few goals as well. You must be looking forward to tomorrow night again.
Yeah, can't wait. Semi-final, and everybody knows one game away from Wembley, so it's a great opportunity for us all. And yeah, we're going to go and do our best to take the opportunity.
I was just looking through your dad's career appearances. Did he ever play at Wembley?
He must have done. I'd say he must have done, especially in a few playoffs, in the leagues. I'll have to ask him. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him.
I mean, it must be great for the family, isn't it? You know, to think that you are one game away from playing at Wembley Stadium, such a famous stadium to play a game of football.
Yeah, it's obviously everybody knows. To play at Wembley, it's great. I remember games as a kid, going to watch matches at Wembley, so to go down and play. Obviously, the main thing is the importance of the game, being in the final, and hopefully going and winning it. But obviously, we've got a job to do tomorrow night for us, so main focus is on tomorrow and then Wembley.
How strange is it this season to not most teams stick with the same 11 game after game, whereas with the manager he seems to change one or two. How strange it is as a player to never really know if you're going to keep your place or if you're going to get back in the side.
Yeah, it's tough, but you just have to understand that that's the way it is. It's happened to myself quite recently. It's just you have to understand that when you do get in and you get the games, just try and perform to the best you can. And as you can see in the league, we're still in the same position that we were maybe when the teams were different. So as long as when people come in, they can fulfill the role that the other lads have been doing before. That's the main thing. It's just, you have to keep training hard and being patient because your chance could be right around the corner. So you have to make sure you're ready to step in and continue the run that the team's been doing.
Morgan Rogers has obviously come in your place in the last couple of weeks, got a couple of goals. You've got 10 yourself this season. Brennan's chipped in, Harry's chipped in. How important do you think your UY players have been to Lincoln's success this year?
I think we've been as important as everybody else, really. As I said, myself getting 10 goals, I'm happy with that. I probably would have liked to get a few more, to be honest. But as you can see, you go back to the start of the season, we had Monsma, I think he's banged in 7. So we were getting goals from all over the pitch, which is important. You don't want it to solely just rely on potentially one person. You need to be getting goals from everywhere. But I think everybody this year has done their job, right from Parms in goal. Everybody throughout the team has done their own bit, and then collectively we've done really well, I think.
I mean, for yourself, you say you were a bit disappointed with just getting 10 goals, but 1 in 3 is not a bad strike rate in your appearances, especially when you've had quite a few off the bench.
Yeah, as I said, I do want to score goals and get assists. So in terms of the actual goals to start ratio, it is good, but just I look at some chances and I would have liked it to probably been close to 15 now. But we still have plenty of time in the season, so hopefully I can make them up when it really counts.
Are you quite tough on yourself as a player?
Yeah. To be fair, I am. After games, I'm quite critical of myself, watching it back and just looking at things where I can improve and stuff. I do find it a lot easier to move on from the good games maybe than the ones that don't go so well. But I think as I'm getting older, I'm learning just to keep kind of level-headed, whether things go well or they don't go so well. Just keep level-headed because there's so many games coming up, you get a chance to rectify it. But yeah, I think if you want to get better, you have to be harsh on yourself. It's just not being too harsh. That's the key.
And do you think maybe finding it easier to get over those bad performances, do you think that's something you've improved on in your year here at Lincoln?
Yeah, absolutely. For me personally, I think it's more not necessarily bad performances, because I don't really feel like that we had many bad performances this season as a team. I think it's just maybe disappointments of not getting a win or maybe missing a chance. Sometimes missing a chance, it will annoy me. Then the next day in training, I'll be out practicing that specific chance over and over, nearly trying to, if I get it again, to make sure I take it the next time. So I think it's more little things in a game. If I miss a certain chance that I know I should score at, or we drop a point or something when we feel like we should do, then ones are quite hard move on from. But as I said, I'm getting better at that, and the older I'm getting, I'm quickly moving on and just getting ready for the next one.
There's certainly a real buzz around the supporter base game after game with the league position, but does it feel a little different for you players knowing what's at stake after Wednesday night?
To be honest, the mood in the camp, everybody is just real calm. It's just a normal weekday, really. We'll come in, do our training, and tomorrow's just another game. Like all the games have been, I think if we look too far and we look at Wembley, you might take the edge off yourself for tomorrow, and then that will affect your performance. So everybody knows, you get to the final, you get to Wembley. So we know that anyway. Just the main thing is, get the job done tomorrow night, which will be a tough game against a good side. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a great game.